Dear colleagues and friends, as some of you may know, I started my career as a malaria researcher, and I longed for the day that we would have an effective vaccine against this ancient and terrible disease. And today is that day, an historic day. Today, WHO is recommending the broad use of the world's first malaria vaccine. This recommendation is based on results from an ongoing pilot program in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi that has reached more than 800,000 children since 2019. This long-awaited malaria vaccine is a breakthrough for science, child health, and malaria control. Using this vaccine in addition to existing tools to prevent malaria could save tens of thousands of young lives each year. We have made incredible progress in the fight against malaria in the past 2 decades. Since 2000, malaria deaths have fallen by more than half, and we have succeeded in eliminating malaria from many parts of the world. But globally, progress has stalled at an unacceptably high level, with more than 200 million cases and 400,000 deaths every year. 2/3 of those deaths are children under 5 in Africa. WHO has said consistently that we need new tools to get malaria control back on track. 2 years ago, WHO and our partners began a pilot program to roll out this vaccine in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi. Here is what we have learned. This vaccine can be delivered through child health clinics by ministries of health and readily reach children at high coverage levels. Community demand for the vaccine is strong. It has broad reach to children, including the most vulnerable, who may not use a bed net, thereby expanding access to preventive measures to children at risk. It is safe. It significantly reduces life-threatening severe malaria, and we estimate it to be highly cost-effective. This is a powerful new tool. But like COVID-19 vaccines, it's not the only tool. Vaccination against malaria does not replace or reduce the need for other measures, including bed nets or seeking care for fever. Of course, the key to any public health endeavor of this size and scope is partnership. I thank the children, families, and communities who have participated in this historic pilot program. This is a vaccine developed in Africa by African scientists, and we're very proud. Malaria has been with us for millennia, and the dream of a malaria vaccine has been a long-held but unattainable dream. Today, the RTS S malaria vaccine, more than 30 years in the making, changes the course of public health history. We still have a very long road to travel, but this is a long stride down that road. This vaccine is a gift to the world, but its value will be felt most in Africa, because that's where the burden of malaria is greatest.
I and my colleagues in WHO in Africa are beyond delighted that after decades of action on malaria, there's finally a vaccine that can reduce cases, particularly of life-threatening severe malaria among young children. For centuries, malaria has stalked sub-Saharan Africa, causing immense personal suffering. Every year, hundreds of millions of people fall ill and hundreds of thousands die, sadly, due to this preventable and treatable disease. Every 2 minutes, a child under 5 dies of malaria. We've long hoped for an effective malaria vaccine, and now for the first time ever, we have such a vaccine recommended for widespread use. Today's recommendation therefore offers a glimmer of hope for the continent. We expect many more African children will be protected from malaria and grow into healthy and productive adults. The RTS S vaccine is a game changer, and it's arriving at the right time. Progress in reducing the malaria burden in Africa has stalled in recent years, and innovative tools and approaches are urgently needed to get the global malaria control effort back on track. Together, we should accelerate action towards a future free from malaria, and the RTS S vaccine, as part of a comprehensive set of actions, can help us to get there.
Today is a very historic day, and because it's not only this vaccine is just for malaria, this is not first vaccine just for malaria, but it's also the first vaccine for any parasitic disease. So it will open up opportunities for other diseases as well, in the control of other diseases as well. So that's what I would like to underline. And then the second is in terms of next steps. I think many were interested on how we would scale up intervention and make use of this new tool. And as you may guess, we will move into massive mobilization because we will need resources. And if we're going to increase access to this new tool, then we will need increased production of the vaccine, and that means we will need resources. And as what Soumya said, I hope the partnership and cooperation will continue to avail the resources so that children in Africa and in other parts of the world can have access to this vaccine. Having a vaccine is an important milestone, but the key is having that vaccine in use and creating access to as many children as possible. So that will be the major challenge now, as you have already guessed, and we will do everything to make sure that we have resources to deliver this vaccine to those who needs it.